Sheikh Jassim aims to win Manchester United takeover battle with extra $1 billion and aims for 100% takeover and destroy Sir Jim Glazer plan once and for all. The Qatari bid for Manchester United, led by Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani, hopes to swing the takeover battle in its favor with the promise of an extra $1 billion set aside for investment in the club. The $1 billion is additional to Sheikh Jassim's offer for the club, which values United at around £5 billion and would be ring-fenced for spending on improving the stadium and training ground as well as transfers, industry sources told City AM. British billionaire Sir Jim Ratcliffe's rival offer is believed to value United slightly higher, although it is for only a shade over half of the club, while Sheikh Jassim has proposed a full buyout of the Glazers and minority shareholders. Both bids are understood to value United at £5 billion or more, a significant premium on the Premier League club's current share price, and a world record sum for the sale of any sports team. Chemicals tycoon Ratcliffe's offer is believed to involve borrowing and would give the Glazers, who own 69% of the club, the chance to retain a stake. Sheikh Jassim's bid is said to be debt-free. The chair of Qatar Islamic Bank's pledge of an additional $1 billion investment has similarities with Todd Bowley's winning bid for Chelsea last year, which included a promise to inject a further £1.75 billion into the club, on top of the £2.5 billion purchase price. United's sale process, like Chelsea's, is being handled by U.S. merchant bank the Rain Group. The Glazers are expected to examine the third round's bids this week, with suitors keen to wrap up any deal by early May in order to plan for the summer transfer window. Several institutional investors have offered financing, bid for a minority stake or both, should the Glazers wish to retain control of the 20-time English champions. Supporters have called on the Glazers to sell up in full, 18 years after the family bought the club for £790 million in a highly leveraged takeover. Since then, they are estimated to have taken more than £1 billion out of United in fees and dividends. Thousands of United fans made their point in a march before Sunday's win over Aston Villa, which tightened their grip on a top-4 place in the Premier League. Sections of Old Trafford cheered during the game when United manager Erik ten Hag picked up a green and gold scarf synonymous with a campaign to oust the Glazers. In other news, Real Madrid still not giving up on Alejandro Garnacho despite new Manchester United contract. With Manchester United struggling to score goals recently, manager Erik ten Hag has failed to improve matters from the bench due to the dearth of quality alternatives. Up front, both Anthony Martial and loan signing Wout Weghorst have failed to light the spark, and it looks inevitable that their time at Old Trafford is coming to an end. In terms of wing options, the United boss has had only Anthony Elanga and Facundo Pellistri to call upon. While the Uruguayan has showed promise, he still remains raw. United have missed Garnacho big time. As for the Swede, he desperately needs either a loan or a permanent move away, as it has just not worked for him under the former Ajax coach. How ten Hag has missed Alejandro Garnacho. The United boss had remarked that what held the Argentine apart from his teammates was his fearlessness, and the Red Devils could have done with that in certain games. He is finally close to returning to the first team, and it would be a huge boon for the club in the season finale, with United trying to cement their Champions League spot and win the FA Cup to stop Manchester City from winning a potential treble. The collective global fanbase heaved a massive sigh of relief recently when the club announced that the 18-year-old had signed a contract extension till 2028. He has a bright future ahead of him and is already a firm fan favorite, and the Reds will be hoping to keep a hold of the academy graduate for many years to come. Real Madrid were tracking him, and they were in talks to snap up the highly rated winger should he fail to agree a new contract with the Premier League giants. However, despite the new contract, Real Madrid are still lurking, and President Florentino Perez has his eyes on Garnacho as he seeks to pick up the most coveted talents from South America. According to Defensa Central, Garnacho's new deal includes a buyout clause of €100 million, which basically means that it is not impossible for the Madrid giants to get him if they wish to. Real Madrid continue to monitor Garnacho. Despite the fact that Alejandro Garnacho has renewed his contract with Manchester United, he is still an option to be taken into account by Real Madrid. If his progression continues to be meteoric in the coming years, the White Club will consider his signing. The termination clause of €100 million could be very manageable as long as he meets the enormous expectations. Interestingly, it is also mentioned in the report that the Los Blancos are in no hurry, as they will keep monitoring the winger's progress. His current deal expires when he will be 23, and that would be the perfect time to swoop for the Argentine. United will hopefully have something to say about that. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.